Was there like that one card that you remembered as a kid and that's what brought you back? Or is it more just the whole space?
Well, I can remember cards that I like really wanted as a kid, and then I went and got them again. And so my favorite player was Mark Grace. And so his 88 Donruss rated rookie, when he's kind of leaning on, like, that is like the card that I think of first. And so that's one of the first cards that I went and just got for me. I treat them as little stocks, and at some point I feel like every single thing that I buy, I'm going to sell at some point. I'm not selling anything now. I have a few cards up now. I mean, I put up on my eBay. I have like a Steph Curry auto situation. I've got like a Peyton Manning, because I collect all sports. But for the most part, I just am grabbing and holding.
Do you collect any non-sport cards at all?
Yes, I have a complete signed Chevy Chase, every move, all those movies from the 80s, from Groundhog, or from Caddyshack to Three Amigos so I've got that all. I got a whole selection of those from the 80s signed and graded. And then I have a bunch of wrestling, because I was a big wrestling kid. And so, I've got the Hulk Hogan's, Ultimate Warriors, that stuff all graded. And I'll get on Heritage Auctions sometimes. And, that's like serious auction stuff. That's not like eBay. That's like you got to basically give them a stool sample just so they trust that you're a real person. And I buy cards, from them as well. But so I've got like old school baseball stuff like Pee Wee Reese and stuff like that from like the 30s and 40s. But then I'll get into some of the non-sports cards as well. But and I love the Pop Century cards. Like, those are hilarious to me.
Did you know about this?
I did not know for sure. God. Reed had hinted that he might be into non-sports stuff. I wasn't sure if that was a Reed talk.
You were colluding
or
with
if that
Reed?
was Bobby talk.
No, he's back to third man for me. Reed, you're out.
Tell me more about Pop Century.
I knew there was a reason you were asking
this. I just ripped 14 boxes of it last night. I would love to hear your take.
The Pop Centuries are fun because sometimes there's celebrities that I haven't thought about in 10 years, 20 years. And then I have the whole existential crisis of, are they a celebrity if I haven't even thought of them in 10 years? But then I did like I ripped a Melissa Joan Hart, and I was like, what up? I got a Melissa Joan Hart, and she lives like four blocks from me. Who knew?
Oh, I forgot she lived in Nashville.
Was she getting on the pod?
Clarissa, yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, the
That's
witch
amazing.
thing. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, very cool. Now, have you ripped any recently? Because some of the things that we've been seeing lately, like last night for one, we pulled an amazing booklet out of 5 of Dolph Lundgren and Sylvester Stallone.
You pulled another one of those?
We pulled 2. We've pulled 2
awesome.
of these now.
Okay,
and there's
see,
only
I would
16
I would
ever
like
made.
that card.
Ceiling and floor could be not lower and higher with the Pop Century. I pulled a Thelma and Louise duel, which was
that's cool.
And that one was pretty cool because, and I've never even seen the movie, but I just went over to see what it's been sold for, and it was sold for like $400 or $500 because it was like one of 3.
So that's like Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis. Is that who is in it? That's
nice
awesome.
That's
yeah,
exactly who it is. So
nice
I like the Pop Centuries. I feel like the box is a little too expensive though.
Yeah, I get
just
that.
because it's like $350, $400, and you do get at times some real garbage. Like, again, somebody who was like the bartender on The Bachelor in season 2.
Yes.
And it's like, are they even really famous?
Dude, we pulled a dual auto, and we saw it's a dual, and everyone's excited, and then it turns out to be a dual auto of like some Real Housewives mom and daughter. It was the most depressing. Like, it's like, what? These people should not have been allowed to sign anything, let alone be in a product like that. The Chevy Chase is in so many, but he's always a fan favorite. I just saw that he's going to be one of the signers at the National this year. Speaking of that, is that something that you would go to, like a big card show, like the National or Fanatics Fest?
Or even the Nashville show.
Or the Nashville, yeah. There's the National, spelled NASH.
Near the racetrack, right?
Fanatics Fest has invited me to come do some stuff up there, and I may go for that. Like I said, I'm going to go to that Tops party, but that's me as a fan. The Nashville one, I went for the first time over to Shep's.
Oh yeah,
that's right here in Hendersonville.
We're 5
That's where
minutes
we
from
live. Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
Thank
the
you.
fact that he has all the memorabilia as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I drove up there and I just went in, was just quiet, doing my thing, and he was like, this is not a joke. I'm not exaggerating. He was very cool, and he was like, "Hey, look around, whatever let me know what you need." And so I'm looking around. I'm amazed at all the different memorabilia he has, and I end up buying some cards. And after I buy it all, I'm about to leave, and Shep was so nice. And he was like, "Hey, I'll show you this. You're leaving. I just want to make a big deal about it." He pulled out a Arkansas helmet that I had signed like 3 years ago that he had there. And I thought that was pretty cool and pretty funny.
That's
and
awesome.
So that Chef's place is legit. They have great cards. and they have great fun memorabilia, even just to look at.